standard.
And we are live. Sorry, guys. Hey, what's going on? Global team. We are finally on. And it was my fault. I'm taking all the blame. I sent him a weird link, and I don't know. iOS doesn't like it. So, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do what I normally do, and I'm just going to blame Mac and iOS. I always blame them. That iOS doesn't like me. Tom, are you there?
Hold on.
Uh-oh, he's on the video too. You gotta X that video out.
Hold on. No, because I had you on. I have 3 things going, so I just shut everything off except my phone.
Good.
Perfecto.
Okay, so
I'm blaming that one on Robin because she confused the heck out of you. All right, so we are finally live, guys, and I'm really excited because we have special guests on with us tonight. Robin and George Castle and the great Tom Pisano. And we just wanted to get together and really give you guys some $1 million secrets to really help you guys grow your Melaleuca business. And I don't know anybody better than Robin, George, and Tom Pisano to come on and do it. They're our amazing support team, and they have been helping us. Some of you guys may have even met them, but they've been working really hard behind the scenes with us even. And Tom, I don't know, Tom, I would like for you to just kind of share maybe your story. I know you share all the time, but I would love for them to just hear it because we've got so many new people on, and our team is just growing so fast that I don't think, I mean, we did this last month,
Probably
but we've probably got
like
300 more people that haven't heard your story. So.
okay, yeah, absolutely great. So listen, can you guys hear me okay clearly?
Yes.
Okay, good. And I apologize for all this stuff that happened. I don't know why nothing's working here, but at least we're on right now. And first of all,
so where is everybody, April? Are they there somewhere?
You just can't see them. They're on.
Yeah, they're on.
Okay.
I'm gonna go over there now. Talk to them. Well, Tom's talking.
okay, great. Well, first of all, I want to say congratulations to all of you for what you guys have done in a very short period of time. I'm very thankful for Robin and George, number one. They've been my business partners for many years now and worked very hard. But I'm really excited to have, especially April and Jeff and Kevin, this whole group starting to build the kind of business that you're building today. And this is really an unbelievably exciting time for all of us. And it's an exciting time for Melaleuca. I've been in the business for, hard to say, 25 years. I can't believe 25 years has gone by this fast. And I got involved with 3 business friends of mine. We enrolled all on the same day. And it's funny because I was talking to Robin yesterday and I said, these guys remind me of us when we got involved. Because when we got involved, the company was about 5 years old and they were on a very slow growth pace. You know, it was very belly to belly, one customer at a time. I think the company at that time, it was 5 years old and they were doing about $90 million a year. And Eddie, Nona, Alan, and myself had been involved in a multi-level marketing company that was a typical front load promotion type business. It went straight up, came straight down. And we actually went out in search of a company and we looked at 47 companies. And luckily and thankfully, and I thank every day for the decision that we made, that we decided to build a Melaleuca business. And it's amazing, we looked at 47 different companies. Melaleuca was actually the one that we liked the least because to us at that time, it had the least amount of glitz, excitement, or sex appeal. But the thing that we couldn't deny was the reorder rate. And what's really amazing about that story, and I'll go quick through some of this because I want to talk about how we got started and the impact it had on our business long term. You know, of the 47 companies that we looked at, we are so thankful that we decided to team up and build with Frank Vandersloot and Melaleuca, because today The other 46 companies are out of business. We made the decision to do this, and I remember it like it was yesterday. And we sat down and we each enrolled each other, and we looked at each other and said, nothing is going to stop us from doing this business. Nothing's going to stop us from building it. And you have to remember, back then we had 40 products. It was this company from Idaho Falls, Idaho, that had virtually no penetration in the marketplace anywhere. And it was a tougher time to build a business here, because most people looked at us like we were out of our minds. They didn't believe it. They couldn't understand this concept of consumer direct marketing. And it was funny because we said to each other when we sat at that table and filled out those enrollment forms, we said, we are not going to stop until we get to 5,000 a month and then 10,000 a month, because we were all in a really bad place. And we knew the validity of the company. We knew it was a young company, but we knew that this was a solid company built on different principles. And we made a pact with each other. And if we went out and approached someone, or we did a presentation or an overview and they said no to us, under our breath, we all said the same thing. Thank you for your time. Get out of my way, because nothing is going to stop us. And we built this business with a vengeance. We came out of the doors like crazy people. And the reason that you guys remind me a lot about how we were is that, we were 4 people that came in. We were 24/7. We built our businesses like crazy, and we didn't really do anything special. We weren't extra talented. All we did was we took the ability and training and what we learned from a company that we failed at, and we plugged it into a business model that worked. And the thing that I've learned about this industry is that most people love what they do in this business. Most people fail at the businesses that they're involved in, but it's not that they fail, it's the vehicle failed. And I think the most and best part of our business today is that when we bring people in that have worked really hard, they come here and they see the results and they say, wow, this is everything I ever got into the industry for, and this is the business that I've been looking for. And I will tell you, from a personal level, I loved building that network marketing business. I loved the idea of the business. I was a great leader for my team. I knew how to build leadership. What I hated about the industry, and the only thing I didn't like, was the fact that no matter how hard I worked, I never knew how much money I was going to make, because my income was always dictated by when other people went out and sold something, or when other people went out and bought something. And I knew I could build a business, and I knew I could bring people in, and I knew I could teach them, but I knew I couldn't make people do something they didn't want to do. And the thing that really makes Melaleuca different from everything is that simple principle. We build our business with real customers that buy real products that they really love, and they reorder month after month, year after year. And after you do that initial introduction, you're paid month after month, year after year, with true residual income. But the thing for us, especially as leaders, is that we can sit down with someone and say, how much money would you like to make in Melaleuca? And if they give us a number, we can look them straight in the eye and sit down and say, here is what you need to do. You need this many customers, this many directors, and when you get there, this is what your income will be. We can dictate it within 5%. And the effect of what happens is, when you give people a business that really works, and they get to those first couple of levels, they're like, wow, this is unbelievable. And the engines just get started. And I know a lot of you know that senior director in our business, for most people coming to build a big business here, that's the big business level that everyone wants to get to. Because at senior director, you're basically at about $5,000 a month with a $500 a month car payment. I will tell you, when we got to senior director, we did the opposite that everyone before us in Melaleuca did. When people got to senior director, they were like, oh, great, I finally got here. I'm gonna kick back. I got $5,000 a month. This is unbelievable. This is everything I wanted. When we came into the business, we said, okay, we just hit senior director, training is over, let's get to work. And we worked like bulldozers because we knew how real the money was and how much success was in front of us. And I will tell you guys, and I'll give you this really quick. The year that we enrolled into Melaleuca, we had one real calendar month. We enrolled the week between Christmas and New Year's. We started our business basically during that week, but we had one real calendar year from January 1st till December 31st. In the first 12 months, I made $111,000. And 25 years ago, that saved my life. That put me in such a great place from where I had come from and the pain and destruction I went through with that company. And it really changed my life. Our new marketing plan today, that when after this month settles and everybody gets all of their enrollments and their directors, in the beginning of the month, maybe we'll do it before we head out to convention, we're going to do a training on how exactly to move your business forward from your first month that you're in right now and do the right thing. With the new compensation plan that's in Melaleuca company right now, the compensation plan that's been layered on top of the compensation plan right now, that was only introduced in the last few months. If I came into Melaleuca today and did exactly what I did in that original 12 months, instead of making $111,000, I would have made an excess of $500,000 for the same amount of work. And I will tell you, we are in a position right now with our company, with the marketplace, with our marketing plan, that couldn't be better. I'll tell you, the only thing that's going to be better are the people that we bring into this business in 3, 4, 5, 6 years from now, because as good as this is today, this will be a better business in the future. It is going to get better and better and better. And we'll spend some time on the dynamics of our marketplace, the percentage of the market that we're going to take. I mean, we're growing right now. I've been here for 25 years. Every one of us that are here, number one, we're all still here. No one's left. We've gone through a couple of years where we've kind of skimmed by. We've made great money. Our checks have come every month. Every single person we work with is working harder today than we ever did before, because we're at the point right now where our company is going into the type of growth that we knew was going to happen, but we're actually starting to see it right now. You know, we're having numbers where people are having 800, 600, 500 people come into their business in 30 days. We've never seen that before, and this is just the beginning. And the thing you have to remember, this is a company that is based on the products and the customers. And when you build your business the right way, that is the key to the business. What I want to talk to you guys about tonight is, people always ask, you know, how did you guys get started? It was so different back then and it was difficult. You know, we focused on the basics. And there was one thing that we knew. When we started building our business, and this is what every single person, because all of you guys are brand new here, you have to think in your mind as you're moving forward, you are writing your Melaleuca story. Your Melaleuca story will turn out to be the most important story you tell for the life of your business. When you meet people, you know, it's the same old story we hear all the time. The best thing about what we do, there's no office building, there's no time clock, and there's no boss. The worst part of our business, there's no office building, there's no time clock, and there's no boss. So you have to sit up right now, because we're all in a great position right now to build great, great businesses. When you bring a person into your business, they're looking at you. They want to be successful. They want to do what you did. They want to become you. And the better you learn to do this in the beginning, the more successful you'll be, and the more successful your business will be. You know, our business and the company, we have the top 50 income earners in the entire company are in our organization. And again, we didn't do anything special. We didn't figure anything out. We just spent a little bit more time doing the right thing to get the right result. The two questions that every person is going to ask you when you enroll them and they want to build a business is they're going to say, hey, Tom, let me ask you a question. When you got started, how long did it take you to become a director? And what did you do to get started? What did you place for your first order? You want to get those two questions under your belt. When we bring a person in and says, I want to be a leader, the most important thing, we want to get them to director in their first month, preferably their first 30 days, but their first month. We want them to get to 2020 as soon as they can, because that's the other part of that director story. And more importantly, we want to bring people in the right way with value packs and career packs. And I will tell you, there's been nothing more important that we've done in our business than bringing people in the right way with those packs. Home conversion packs and value packs. I'll give you the number. And for a lot of people that are just starting out, this number may not sound really important to you. When you bring in a person with a value pack or a home conversion pack, that customer's monthly order is about 25% higher than a person who comes in at the minimum 35 product point order every month. When we go through our organization, and I'll tell you, I've enrolled 155 customers in 25 years. I have just under 20,000 customers who go online or pick up the phone every 30 days, place an order for a product. I don't talk to them. I don't sell them anything. The company services those customers, and every month for 25 years, I've gotten a check. I've never had a check that hasn't come. I've never had a check that's been late. I've never had a check that's gone down. It's grown brick by brick, customer by customer, household by household, month after month, year after year, the way a real business is built. When you look at a business like my business that has 20,000 customers, because I brought most of my customers and my leaders and my organization in with the packs, my average customer order is 25% higher than a person that doesn't do that. And if you're just starting out and you only have 8, 10, 7, 5 customers, that may not seem very important to you. But when you get your business to 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 5,000 customers, which is going to happen to a lot of people on this call, think of the difference of 25% more on every customer's order. Because if your customer's average order is 25% more, your volume is going to be 25% more. And if your volume is 25% more, guess what? Your monthly paycheck is going to be 25% more. And when you take a look at some of our businesses today, my business this year will do close to $14 million. 25% of $14 million is huge, huge, huge money. You know, one of the things that aggravate us in our business when we get our report every month is we look down those reports. My report's about 450 pages, and every single customer is placing an order. It's mind-boggling. But then we look down the report and we see 35, 35, 35, 35, 35, 35, 35, 35, 35. We see all these customers ordering 35 points. The only reason these people are not ordering more than 35 points because they've never tried the products. When you bring a customer in with a value pack, a home conversion pack, when they go to place their order every month, they're like, wow, oh my God, I'm almost out of Melagel. I need some more Clear Power. Oh, you know what? I better order some more FiberWise. They know what to order. You are building a customer-based business. And you have to remember, this is your business, this is your store. And in the beginning, you need to decide, how much money do I want to make? And if you know that you could do something just a little bit different and better than everyone else out there, and you're going to have that type of return, why wouldn't you do it? The greatest part of our company is, and I know even with Jeff and April, we haven't really talked about this. You know, when we started our business, we had about 40 or 50 products. Today we have 500. Every year, this company comes out with new products, and they never come out with mediocre products. They're always great products. Here's what's really, really great about building a long-term business here. When those products come out, you don't have to call those people. You don't have to tell them about the products. The company sends those customers the information. If they get on the phone and place an order, they'll introduce them to the products. They'll send out the samples. We don't have to do anything. Every time new products come out, the average customer order per month goes up because they've got an audience of customers that already love the products. And when we come out with something new, they're automatically going to try that product because they know it's going to be better than what they can buy over the counter. And at those price points per use, it's going to be equal to or less what they're paying for inferior product. So on the back end of the business model here, the company is there servicing your customer. I will tell you one thing, and you guys are getting a feel for this. It is much easier to do this fast than it is to do this slow. And every single person who really wants to build a business today should have a sense of urgency, and not even a contrived sense of urgency, because we're going to see numbers here where our company's volume is going to double and triple in the next few years. And for a lot of you that are here and you're brand new, I'll tell you one thing. We've watched this company go from 0 to $2 billion in annual sales. They have never once been backordered on a product. We've never had a problem in growth. This company is run by Fortune 500 geniuses. We're a totally debt-free company. When you get the chance to go out to Idaho Falls and see the manufacturing, distribution plant, the corporate offices, the infrastructure is paid for in cash and built for this company to triple in volume without a hiccup or a bump. And I will tell you, any astute business person or any person that really gets to understand this knows no one spends this type of money on the future unless they know exactly what's happening. And the greatest part about Melaleuca is they know exactly what's happening, and we're going to do the best job that we can. Number one, to get everyone, and I know a lot of you people are brand new and you guys are coming in right now and you're like, just your heads are probably spinning from all this information. We're going to give you everything you need to understand what is involved in Melaleuca, what's ahead of us, how much income there is here for every person. And the greatest part is you dictate how much money you want to make. This ballgame is up to you. This is not based on anyone else, when you were enrolled. The people today are making way more income than we ever made in the beginning of our business. And we know that the people who make the most amount of money haven't even come near this company yet because they don't know about it. Our future here is incredible. But I will tell you, if I could give any advice to anyone building a business here, is that we are going to spend a lot of time and help you do the most important thing that you can do to make your business the best it can be. And that is learning how to paint a clear picture of what Melaleuca is, and probably more importantly, what it isn't. But learning how to paint a clear picture of who this company is, what we're all about, and where we're going will put you 3 times ahead of the pack. And you know, when we go out and talk about Melaleuca, I get 3 responses. There's 3 basic responses you get. The number 1 response is, Mela what? They've never heard about it because less than 5% of the population or 6% of the population has ever heard the word. The second response usually is, you know what, Tom, I don't really know a lot about that company, but I heard the products are unbelievable. And the third response from people in the industry or direct sales, they say, Melaleuca, that like soap and laundry detergent thing? And I go, yeah. And they go, that's what you do for a living? And I said, yeah, absolutely. They say, you know what, I took a look at that a couple of years ago. There's nothing there. There's nothing there. There was nothing there for me. And I'd say, and this, I will give you this. This is the best response that you can give to anyone that said, I don't care if they looked 3 months ago, 2 weeks ago. You could say, you know what? I could take you, you could go to New York City on a vacation and someone could take you to New York City for the first time, and you could come back from that trip and say, that was the most horrible place I've ever gone. It was filthy, rotten, and dirty. There were a lot of people there. I felt very unsafe. I hated it. I would never go back to that city. Or you could go to New York City with me for 3 days and come back. You would tell every single person that you have bumped into, that was the most outrageous vacation I ever took. I saw stuff I never even knew existed. That city is amazing. I went to places, I had the best time. It was unbelievable. And I'll say to that person, you know what I want you to do? Give me 30 or 40 minutes and let me sit down and show you what that person didn't show you. And after I do my presentation, the person sits there and says to me, how come the person that presented this to me and showed me this didn't tell me this? And I say, you know why? They didn't know how. And the key to becoming successful here and building a real business is being able to paint a clear picture of what Melaleuca is. And when you're in a team like this that knows how to do it, everything changes. Because once they see this and once they understand what this is, listen, I'm under the belief that there's only 2 reasons a person won't build a Melaleuca business. Number 1, they're not willing to do the work to get to the end result, which unfortunately is human nature, and that's a lot of people. And the other reason is they don't believe it. But I will tell you one thing, if someone's looking to build a business and change their life with a real company based on a real business foundation that will produce long-term income for the rest of their life, the only reason they don't do this is because they don't believe it. And what we're going to do for you guys is we're going to help you build the best business that you can possibly build, and we're going to give you the tools on how to do it the right way. Hold on for 1 second. How are we for time, guys?
We're here. Don't worry.
We're
good on time. I'm enjoying this.
Can you guys hear me okay?
Yes, you're doing awesome.
Okay, because I'm looking at a black telephone. I'm seeing no sound. And then when I stalled, I said, I hope they're still there. we'll get this fixed.
No, Tom, it's really, really good. It's me, and I think you said, I mean, I've heard your story many, many times, but this is one of the best times I've heard it. You said some great stuff.
Okay, great. So Robin, what do we want to cover? What do we want to talk about? Because
well, I think the part that you covered, first of all, just kind of comparing how you guys started to how these guys are starting, I think that's a really powerful comparison because, you know, you guys are kind of in the same boat. You're growing so fast that, you know, people are taking notice and going, wow, what are these guys doing? You know, people aren't used to seeing someone enroll 70 customers in 4 weeks, right? This April Marie Tucker. And so pretty amazing. So I think there's a lot of comparisons of, you know, the growing pains they're going through and people coming on board and you know, there's so many people that can kind of slip through the cracks. So I wanted us to really, you know, I wanted them to get your story, but I also wanted to make sure that, you know, people are really crossing their T's and dotting their I's, because sometimes when we have these $1 promotion, you know, people, you know, are kind of signing up people so quickly because of the dollar versus really bringing them in with the understanding that, you know, you're being able to come in here with a business that's really worth millions, you know? So it's really important in terms of people getting the right information. And then it's really important that we are connecting them quickly to the products, you know, getting packs, getting their orders done, you know, getting online, watching videos, doing everything to connect to the company so that they can really build their belief and make the connection to make the switch so they can become long-term customers, you know? And I don't know, because we are growing so fast and there's so much happening inside the chat rooms and things, you know, I think a lot of people are at a lot of different levels of knowledge and what to do. So I think anything we can give them in terms of, you know, just finishing up the month right. I think anybody, there's a lot of people that are on 2 customers, 3 customers, 4 customers, 5 customers. And, you know, don't just depend on, you know, posting a post that gets curiosity, you know, talk to people, pick up your phone and call somebody, speak to some people that maybe aren't on your social media, or call somebody who is a friend on social media that you don't typically, you know, chat with, call them and tell them that, you found this great way to shop online and you thought about them because of blah, blah, blah. Just start to reach out and don't just wait for your post to create what you need to get, but start to communicate with people. Start to actually make connections when you leave your house and you go to the gym, when you leave your house to pick up your kids from school, when you go to kids' sporting events, when you're out with your friends, when you stop at Starbucks, whatever. There's places to meet people everywhere. There's 400 million people between Canada and the US, and Melaleuca has less than 1 million customers in Canada and the US. So there's 399 million people that don't know about Melaleuca yet, so they're all over the place. And I just want you guys to not be fixated that the only way to do it is you have to, follow social media guidelines and find them online and make posts that make them curious. There's so many other ways and so many other people that you're bumping into every single day that probably are not Melaleucans. And so I just want to open that idea up as well.
Right, Robin, and in addition to that, and I know this is probably redundant for everyone on the line, but the opportunity to bring customers into the business for $1 is really, really good. But the opportunity to come into the business today, especially this month, and listen, we still have a week left here. And, we have a lot of people that become directors in 2 or 3 days. Some people do it in 5 days. Some do it in a couple of weeks. But, with that guaranteed check of $500 for enrolling 8 customers is really, really pretty cool. But, the other thing that we really need to focus on, and I'm sure that April and Jeff and this whole team has talked about this, is, when the company escalated these bonuses on your customers' first couple of months' orders, where they're paying people 50% on those customers' first orders for the first couple of months. The reason they did that was to make sure with the growth that we're having that everyone is following up with their customers, especially in their first and second month, and helping them place an order and giving them whatever information they need and making sure that they're doing it right. Because I'll tell you that we have a very minimal attrition rate in Melaleuca, but we do have an attrition rate. I know what the numbers are from corporate in the company. If a customer is a shopper here for 90 days or 3 months, okay? If they're here for 3 months and they've placed an order for 3 months, they usually stay here for the long term. Most of our attrition rate comes from people, and it happens within the first 90 days. And it always happens for the same reason. It never happens because people say, I don't like the products. It happens because the person that enrolled them didn't either bring them in the right way with a value pack or home conversion pack, or didn't spend the time to show them the value of the products and how to place the orders. Once you have a customer here for 90 days, those customers are here long term. I was talking to Robin this afternoon. I have a situation where I enrolled someone I've known for years. I enrolled him last month, and super guy. I actually enrolled him in Cabo San Lucas, Mexico. He's from Vancouver, and we enrolled 9 people in 5 days, every one of them with a home conversion pack. And he's had like a major family emergency, not a really good situation. He has not even he's returned 1 call to me since that happened. But, I've been on the phone with every one of his people, talking them, asking them, how was your experience with your products? What did you think of this? What did you think of that? About the free products that you get for the first 5 months in the business after you watch the Learn to Earn videos. And so what I do, and listen, we're all really busy and we're getting busier and busier and busier. But what I do every night before I go to bed, and April and Jeff probably already figured this out, I'm not the techiest person there is. I live my life on yellow pads of notes. And every night before I go to bed, I actually answer, I listen to all my voicemails, I take all my emails, and I take 3 pads, and I put down everyone I have to return the calls to the next day. And then I have a list of people that I'm going to reach out to the following day. New customers from a month ago, people that might have enrolled 2 months ago that said they were going to do something but haven't done anything. And I just reach out to them and say, hey, it's Tom, how you doing? I've been really busy. I had a chance to reach out to you and talk to you. How's everything going? Same thing. Aren't the products incredible? How's your experience with the products going? If you have anybody that you want to start to enroll, if the timing's right for you. But I do that constantly. And I will tell you, it's kind of, we have so much going on right now with so many people, but on the side, that's really the base of the business, and tying yourself into those initial customers and making sure they understand how to order, answer any questions that they need, make sure they're doing their learn to earn videos and they're getting their free products in those first couple of months. But I will tell you, doing that little bit extra, and it's funny because people look at this business and they see people making really, really large amounts of long-term residual income. And they don't think that we do that. We do the exact same thing that we did 25 years ago. We just do it a little bit better. We do it a little bit smarter. And, these guys know I'm very honest with everybody that I speak to or work with. I told this story for years. I believed in Frank Vandersloot. I believed in Melaleuca. I did the presentations. I did the meetings. I did the work. And I always believed it. But I have to tell you, I probably believed it 95%. And I used to laugh, and I would do these presentations. At the end of the presentation, I would say to myself, not to anybody else, I say, wow, this sounds so great. I hope this is true. And in my heart, I knew it was true, but I just never knew how real this would really turn out to be. And I look back at doing all those little extra things in the beginning of my business that I still do today, and the impact that will have on your business, on the people that you bring into your businesses will have a huge, huge impact. And I have to tell you, we talk about this all the time, and we talk about the residual income and the amount of money that's here and the amount of money that a person can make after they work really hard and build a business. And like I said, I used to say it, I used to train it, I used to talk about it, I thought I understood it, but I will tell you, I never, ever, ever really, truly understood what it was like to be in a business that you could work really, really, really hard and make the type of residual income that you make here and have that income not stop paying you month after month, year after year, after you've built it. And I look at my business today, I have over 550 people that have achieved senior director or higher. That means over 550 people in my business make over $50,000 a year. And if they stopped working their business today and just ordered the products they use in their house, that residual income is there forever. And I would never have said that in the first 15, 20 years, because as much as I saw it, I really didn't believe it. The impact of being able to build a real business like this is really, really, really incredible. And when you see the hundreds and hundreds of people that have done it in the past and are still getting paid, and now the people coming in today that are going to achieve much higher and better results than we ever did, it's amazing to be in a business when no one gets hurt. People always say, what's the best thing about your Melaleuca business? And I'm 100% honest with everyone. The residual income is without question the best thing. The second best thing is that I can take my report and I can hand that report to anyone, give that report and say, call every single person, call every one of those 20,000 customers, and try to find me one person that's been financially hurt or financially damaged by this company, and you can't find it. And I will tell you, to be in a business with this much upside potential, with such little risk, where no one gets hurt, it's incredible. And, people say to me all the time, Tom, the whole thing sounds great, but it can't all be good. It just can't all be good. There has to be something bad there. I don't believe that that's all good. And I'm very honest with people, and I'll say, listen, there's one bad thing that happens in Melaleuca, and there's only one. And the bad thing is when a person, and I'll say like Robin Castle, gets enrolled in Melaleuca, wants to build a successful business, and she gets enrolled by someone that she bumped into at a grocery store, or someone on the internet that is a customer that just enrolled, that doesn't have the capacity or the ability to teach her how to do this faster, better, and more successful. And they have to go out and learn how to do this by themselves. We call the orphans. There are a lot of orphans out there that are really trying to do this. And I will tell you, you guys should be so thankful to be with April, Jeff, Kevin. You have us. You guys are so lucky to have the team that you have, because what we're going to help you do, we're going to help you do this better, faster, and create more income than anyone else around you. And all that we do are the things that we know work a little bit better. You might have to work a little bit harder, but I can guarantee you your income stream will far surpass anyone else that's in Melaleuca sitting around trying to figure out how to do this, especially if they don't have the support that you guys have here. And I'm very thankful for you guys being in my business. I'm really excited about our futures here, but I'm really, really happy that everyone that's here and has decided to move forward with Melaleuca has the people in their business that they have, like April and Jeff, and have that type of support, because this is going to be one of the best of the best. And I'm really, really, really excited for everyone here.
Can you hear me clapping? That's me clapping.
Is that you, Robin?
That's me clapping. I don't know if you can hear with that microphone.
You can. That's the first time you've clapped for me this week. I'm very excited.
No, but seriously, as you're saying that, I'm just thinking about, you know, because the thing is that I've never been in a group that, you know, is building everything online. So I've never, you know, been part of a Facebook chat that goes on 24/7. It's quite amazing. And all the different kinds of stories and questions and a lot of fun stuff too. Like, you know, the crazy pictures that somebody posted actually of you, Tom and April, as penguins dancing. It was pretty funny, right? but all the laughing aside, but you know, all jokes aside, I have to say that, you know, it really is, there is a real big special dynamic to being so connected to people that you can be talking to them at every given moment. You know, that somebody can be, have just made an approach to someone, just made a presentation, you know, this just happened, and you can ask a question and get an immediate response. You know, I think it's really awesome. It blows my mind how much that can help people. The downside of it is, I think there also, it's easy to kind of just think that everything's always going to go right. And, you know, there's just, this is a business, and you have to really have come to the conclusion that this is the business for you. You know, no matter what happens, no matter which person says no, no matter which person, you know, canceled their account, no matter the fact I heard someone the other day say, you know, everybody's not liking my post, nobody's listening to me. You know, the fact is, there's 400 million people out there. There's nothing that's going to stop you, just the same way that Tom said. Once he realized Melaleuca could pay like it could pay, that it was going to be what it was going to be, that it will do what it says it's going to do. The only thing that could stop you here is you. You know, just you. You know, somehow, some way, no matter how tough your start is, you will get this. You will figure out how to talk to people. You will be able to get the confidence to be able to answer people's questions. And you know what? Just like a Kim Ward, just like a Jessica, just like a Karen White, you know, just like these guys, you know, you will be able to get to 20 customers and, you know, create your 20% commissions. And I was thinking about this as Tom said, you know, he has 500 people in his business that make over 50,000. You know, it's still only 3% of the whole business. But if you think about all of the others, all of the directors, director 2s, director 3s, director 5s, who make, you know, 5,000 a year, 10,000 a year, 20,000 a year, you know, all the people like my mom who make $50 a month, you know, who haven't done anything, that are 80 years old, you know, if you put all of that together, you know, like Jeff's dad, like, you know, Jeff's dad, you know, 80 years old and enrolled his 6th customer, you know, there's so many amazing, amazing stories here, because Melaleuca is such a cool company. It is just, you know, don't let anybody shake your confidence. Don't let anybody rattle your, I don't know, what do you call it, rattle your bones. That this is, you know, just another one. You know, sometimes you might even hear things, oh, I was in Melaleuca 20 years ago, or my aunt did that business, or, Frank Vandersloot's a Nazi, or you might hear whatever kind of crazy comment. I would challenge you to get yourself really solid around, get your head wrapped around what this really is. Because if you get that, no matter what's going to cross your path, you will not let go. And I will tell you, if you let go of this, you're a fool, because you've got something really amazing in your hands. And you are not only going to be able to change your life, but you're going to change the future of your family, your friends, people that you know. You're going to have different friends. You're going to have a different life if you do this business. And, I just want to tell you from my customers, we've referred, we're crazy enrollers. We're not as crazy as April and Jeff, but listen, we enroll customers every single month, 5 or 10 customers. We believe that we became directors in the first 5 or 6 days in the business, so we believe that we should become a director every single month. That's our goal. Every month we're going to be a director all over again. And every month we're going to find someone that we can team up with. And so from our 300 customers, guys, and my story is only half as long as Tom's, but from our 304 personal customers, 74% of them have been shopping longer than 20 months. And the top ones, the ones that have been shopping 168 months, there's quite a few, 167, 164, 150. What I realized is by the time all of those customers have got, because of course, if they're there after 2 years, they're not going away. If they're going to cancel, they're going to cancel in the first 2, 3, 4 months. And it happens because you didn't help them enough, most likely. They didn't try the products. They got a backup order membership pack. They didn't try the products. If they would have tried enough products, they'd be here. But granted, here's what I realized. Those customers that have been shopping in my business, the oldest ones for 14 years, just counting the 20% that I make on them and not counting the bonuses and which ones became directors and how many customers they brought, just that customer personally that's been shopping here for 14 years, it's worth $1,700. So by the time those 300 customers have all been shopping here for 14 years, because some of them have been shopping for 20 months, 30 months, 50 months, it's going to be $500,000. You understand that? And that's just the residual. So it really is worth it for you right now with customer 1, customer 2, customer 3, customer 8, customer 20. It's worth it to follow up. The company's giving us 50% for the first 3 months because they want us to make this experience, when this customer is just new, they want it to be a great experience. They know if they have a great experience, they are going to be here for a long time. And you can count on that customer paying you for your lifetime if you do the right thing in the beginning. So I really just wanted to leave you guys with that, about really valuing, really putting, especially a lot of us come from, I shouldn't say us, I don't come from that industry, but a lot of people here come from network marketing, affiliate marketing, direct sales, party plan, or at least you've done something in that field. And if you know the thing is going to go away and it's not going to last, and that's your experience because the last 5 things you did didn't last, you might feel that way at Melaleuca, that it's not so, I might even hear comments like, oh, this is just too much, there's too much little details to pay attention to. Well, if you knew that the customer could stay for the next 25 years, would you pay attention? Yeah, I mean, it'd be really worth spending an extra 15 minutes a month or 10 minutes a month helping them do their shopping for a few months. It'd be really worth making sure that they know how to get their learn to earn, that they know how to do the things that can get them the best value, because it's really going to pay you in the long term. So I just really want to encourage you guys to do the right thing, to go in your follow-up, check on who has, who's shopped, who hasn't shopped. Follow up with them, help them, let them know that the importance of shopping early, that they can start to get 15% back. Let them know how to get their loyalty shopping dollars. Give them suggestions. Let them know how much stuff they can get for free if they buy a pack. Let them know that you got a pack. What did you love about it? Really spend the extra time, because it will really pay you a lot more than just that $500 check that you get for becoming a director. That it's worth so much more than that in the long term. So, the company is doing that specifically. They put those millions of extra dollars in those first 3 months to get us to really help them do that. And that's what I want to leave you guys with in this next, just this next 1 week that's left, guys. That's all the time that's left. Spend this last week, putting as many customers as you can in front of the information, getting yourself to director come hell or high water. If you're already a director, helping somebody else get to director. Help them. You know what? there's no webinar, do a presentation for them. You know, throw a Zoom camera up. You know, if they're in the same town, go sit beside them, you know, on the computer, show it to them. Try it, you know, step out of your comfort zone. You know, try and do a presentation. You've seen 10 webinars, step out. There's not a webinar, try and do that presentation yourself. You know, we learned something a long time ago. You can't say the wrong thing to the right person. You put it in front of the right person, no matter how many little, you know, mistakes and fumbles you have on the presentation, they're going to get it. So just would really encourage everybody for this last week to really go for it. Don't let up. Don't take your foot off the gas. You guys are really in a great, great situation. So many of you, I don't know if April's going to mention you guys, but I mean, I'm just watching my report and just, you know, I'm just there going, wow, you guys are doing awesome. So I'm really proud of everybody, guys, and I'm really thankful for all the things that I'm learning from you guys, watching how you build your business on social media. Thanks so much, April and Jeffrey, for everything, for inviting us on and letting us be part of your team.
You rock, Robin. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate you guys for coming out. Tom, thank you. That was awesome. This team is growing really fast, and I know, like, I don't want anybody to get left in the dust, you know. And with the bonuses for hitting director this month, guys, we, like Robin was saying, I just can't drive that home enough that, you know, whatever you got to do, make those bonuses. Call your friends. Don't be afraid to call them. This is nothing but a shopping club. You know, you're helping people save money. And when you really call with the intention of, hey, I think this is going to help you and this might be something for you, you know, take a look, then they're not going to tell you no. People don't even like to say no. They hate that word. They want to tell you yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and you know, and beyond the saving money and the saving time, guys, just think about all the people that aren't aware that, you know, when they spray Lysol in their, you know, kids' nursery, or when they wash their kids' toys down with, you know, Clorox wipes, you know, they believe the advertising. They believe the fact that those are the products that are needed to kill the germs. They have no idea that they're wiping their kids' toys with carcinogens. They have no idea. And, you know, we really can't discount the fact that it's a lot bigger than just saving people money.
Yeah.
It's really saving people's lives. You know, any family right now is potentially underneath the cupboard in their kitchen. Potentially any one of their toddlers or babies could be, you know, killed accidentally, you know, poisoned by products in their home. You know, one family becoming a Melaleuca customer, you know, is one less fatality. So we have a bigger mission even than just, you know, saving people money.
Yep.
Don't forget that. That's why you have to speak up and talk. It's beyond you trying to get your bonus. It's really about helping people.
Yep. And I love the fact that now when I wash my floors, my dogs aren't walking, you know, in chemicals and toxins, because, you know, they're part of the family too. You know, you don't want them to get sick, and I'm sure that it affects them when it's seeping into their paws, you know.
For sure. For sure.
So, yeah, I love this, you guys. Thank you. Tom, did you want to add anything else?
Listen, you know, listen, we're all really excited. We're looking forward to what's ahead of us. I would just say to everyone here, make this the best month that you can make it. Get the best check that you can get, because the bonuses are there. That $500 there, listen, there's a lot of people that we know that can go out and enroll 8 customers that use these products and want better products in their house, and they will love these products. And, you know, there's a lot of people out there that you can talk to that can enroll 8 shoppers in a week. We have a week left and get a $500 check. And, you know, when you really understand this and you get closer to it, every time you enroll someone, you're helping them on every level. I would just say, do the best you can do. Let's make this the best month that we have. We're going to go to convention the first week of next month. And when we come out of that convention after a few days, I'm sure that we're going to be loaded to go 24/7, move forward, and help anyone here do whatever it is that they want to achieve. And the great part is, we're here, you've got us, and we are definitely moving forward. And we're really happy to have you guys with us. I want to say thank you guys for having me tonight. I'm really excited seeing was up and coming to the convention. We should have a great convention, and let's just get this month done and do it in a big number so everyone gets what they want to get out of it. Sitting there for all of us. So and we're almost there. So
Right on.
all good, all good.
Thank you, Tom. You rock. The team rocks. We're so appreciative.
Okay, love you guys. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow, okay?
All right, thank you.
Bye. Bye. Hey, April, one last thing I should have mentioned. You know, I'm sure there's some people on here who aren't going to convention. I had mentioned on my training the other day for people to text me who's going, who's not going. I got some texts, but not that many, so I still don't really know who's going and who's not going. But I will say for anybody who's not going, as they reveal new products, they usually reveal, you know, some the first day, some the second day. They will put those online as they as they reveal them, and sometimes they'll even post some parts of the events will get posted up on their either Instagram or Twitter or the blog and that kind of thing, you know, so people can actually kind of watch. I mean, you won't get all the really good stuff of being there. I mean, I don't want to make you think, hey, yeah, hang back and watch the blog. No, go to convention, right? Go to convention if you have to, you know, share a room, find a way to do it on an economical way. It's so worth it. But if you aren't going to go for sure, be sure to, you know, spend a lot of time on the website and pay attention to what's being announced.
Yes, definitely. And don't feel bad because it's like last minute. A lot of people are just joining and enrolling right now, but I do know some people that live pretty close to there and they are trying to figure out a way to get there. So yeah, the people, if you can work it out, do it. Just do it. You know, you won't regret doing it. One thing I've learned about events is that you always you never regret going. You're always very excited because you went and you learn so much and you really get to feel the culture and, you know, really experience everything, you know. And I think that's the thing too, is you just cannot, you don't know until you know. Like, you can't experience that from online or anything like that. You actually got to be there.
Yeah, totally. Right on.
It becomes real, right?
Yeah,
it becomes real.
Absolutely. Well, thanks, April. I should log out and let you guys continue. Or are you guys done?
Yeah, we're done. Well, George, Robin, thank you so much for coming on. And I do want to congratulate everybody. I didn't have a list of anybody right now, but you guys are rocking. Seriously, just make the biggest check you possibly can. Really fight for it. We've got 1 week until, so next Sunday we'll be closing out the month, and I wouldn't even wait that long. I'd start calling tomorrow and start lining people up, putting those logs in the fire, making that fire extra, extra bright. The more logs you have in the fire, the more you're going to have people signing up. That's just the way it works. So be, you know, contacting everybody, following up with everybody. Keep your, you know, ducks in a row and get as many people as you can in front of those presentations. I'm just going to mention to the presentations, I think we're going to add one on Wednesday, right? Maybe with Tom.
Yeah, I think tomorrow I think there's 6 or 7, and there's I think about 9 on Tuesday. Tuesday's packed. I mean, there's almost every hour after 12 o'clock. So there's a lot of webinars. Really, no excuses for no webinars this week. There's a ton. But we were going to try and see if he might be able to do one at 8 o'clock on Monday. I think 9 o'clock on Wednesday and 9 o'clock on Friday. Those were the 3 we were talking about where there wasn't much happening. Those might be good times to add. So we'll confirm that. He'll probably do it on his Zoom. So once we determine those are the good times, I guess April can post them up on the site.
Yeah, and then maybe I can record it.
Maybe you can. Tricky you.
Yeah. Tricky. All right. I won't say that too loud. Okay.
So cut that off the recording before it gets posted on YouTube. Okay.
Okay. Tuesday, right, is when we added you. You're on again at Tuesday, right, at 9?
Yeah, Tuesday. What did we do? Tuesday at 9? I think Monday at 9:30, and Tuesday at 9. I think.
Okay, Tuesday at 9, 9:30, and Monday. I just got to make sure because I don't think I added the Tuesday yet. 9 p.m. on Tuesday. Just let me know for sure if it's wrong or not. Whatever. I'll add it. All right, guys. Well, I want to let you guys go because I don't want to keep you up too late because tomorrow's a big day. We got to rock this week. Everybody get some rest. And let's go at it full force. This week we have 1 week to enroll people for $1 and also help them, you know, get started so they can help people enroll for $1. So let's go as fast as we possibly can and get as many people as we can in front of the presentations and on the Enroll. That's what I'm looking for. Let's enroll as many people as we can. Jeff, did you want to say anything?
Hey, it's us. It's 9:30 Monday and Tuesday.
9:30 Monday and Tuesday. Okay. I have it on for Monday, but I know we added Tuesday last minute, right?
Yeah, it's on the Advance With Us calendar, so they can access it there. Okay.
All right. Jeff.
All right, guys. Thank you for everything, guys. We're so proud of you guys. Have a good night.
All right, you too. Bye.
Bye.
All right, so Jeff.
How you doing?
Good. Now we hear from Jeff, the legend, the legendary Jeffrey Kistner.
I'm just excited for everyone. I just wanted to say, everyone in their first order got this, or maybe not in their first order, but there's this leadership, building your business, and it's got just hundreds of people in it, just hundreds of success stories, their pictures, what they used to do, beforehand. And I think it's just absolutely incredible because a lot of people, and it's not this group that's on here, you're on here late, you're rocking this, but I just want to impress upon you that sometimes people have reasons in their own mind, doubt why they can't do something. And I like to be kind of a tough guy sometimes. And I could say, give me your sad story, give me your background, give me anything you've got. And after 27 years, I will introduce you to someone who started out in a worse position than you did. You know what I mean? I'll give you a sadder story and everything, who built an empire. So I just want you to know that all these different backgrounds, April, right here, dropping out of high school twice, getting pregnant at 17 years old, and, all these challenges. But I mean, so many people have more things. I'm seeing people go through disastrous health conditions and, rise like the phoenix out of the ashes and just rise up. I'm just saying, yes, you can do it, and you just move forward, one step at a time. So people go through disastrous things. And I guess I want to point out, I've seen them do that for 27 years in other businesses. I've never been in an easier business than this. And it's not the dollar. It's not anything like that. My father, for support, has been in other businesses. He's going to be 81 next month, and not for money. He's financially set, but because he believes in what we're doing. See, a cause, he really believes. I mean, my father literally doesn't have a small little Target bag of trash at the end of the week because he recycles everything. I'm completely serious. He just wants to make the world a better place. So these people that he's enrolling, sure, it's sisters and some relatives, but it's also people that he's sitting down and playing cards with. It's people that he's sitting in his church with. And he's not, I want you to know, he's not talking to them at all about making money. He's talking to them about being socially responsible, and it's a smarter place to shop. Not only we save money, but one little piece at a time, you can make your little world better. And people are joining just for that. It's impressive. I looked while we were on the webinar. He brought on, while we were on, his 7th person. I'm just so I'm so excited about that. I'm just saying. I want to tell you something. I just want to add to it for those who are there. My father uses the internet for email. Now, I want to make this really clear. He uses it for email, and he does not own a cell phone. When I call him, it is wired to the house. So anyways, I just want to make it clear. He uses the flip book like I've showed you. So I just want to say this too. If you were in network marketing, before YouTube and Facebook and all that, I would say you have significant advantages. Now you might say, what? Some of these people are growing faster, but I just want to say that when you have the skills to sit down with, people, even when you generate these leads, you still got to call them, you still got to say hello, and you still got to assist them. And I've said for the time I've met all of you, long-term relationships, long-term residual income. And there's no place better to do it here. So I want to point out one more thing really fast. There's this preferred member benefits. And I mean, we mentioned some of them, but what I think is so cool is Tom Pisano mentioned that he's got nearly 20,000 customers. No one got hurt. Everyone's excited. But obviously, we can't explain everything when we're rolling some of their, where we get them on the live webinars and all that, and they see everything. But it's just the tip of what Melaleuca is offering them as their preferred members. It's just absolutely incredible. And many of you are experiencing that You heard April's story in her, dishwasher and all these different values. So I'm going to end with that. I'm going to say, you can do this. You've got this. It's way better than anything that you even think it is. I keep finding, because I'm a reader, I'm like, wow, I didn't know they offered that. Wow, I didn't know offered that. So I keep finding these things that are just absolutely incredible, and I pass them along as I see them. So I just want to say thank you so much. Tom, April, George, and Robin. I've never had such better support in my life in any business, not even close. I told Robin and George privately that they are my multi-million-dollar mentors, and they have already stopped me from making some huge mistakes. So anyways, just really exciting. Thanks, everybody. Go get them.
Let's get them, guys. We got a big week. Let's go do it. Line up those 3 ways. Don't try to do this yourself. Get people on presentations. We have the webinar. Also, too, if you want, we do have a little mastermind group going. And if you really want to go for it, I'm telling you, you should get on the little mastermind chat so that way we can work with you. We got a lot of leaders in that group helping and giving tips. We also, are helping you guys with maybe presentations. If you need a presentation because you got a guest right now and there's not a presentation, we're helping you with that. So get with whoever, me, Jeff, somebody, and let's get you plugged into that group. It's really important if you really want to make this week your biggest week here, okay? Because we are really on a mission here to help a lot of people this week really make the biggest checks that they possibly can. I want to see people walking around with their checks really proud, because I'm telling you, when Jeff and when I first started in Melaleuca last month, I didn't really start my first week. I started my second week, right? So I had 10, 12 days left of the month, and I almost made $4,200 just in that last 12 days of the month. So believe me when I tell you, and no, this isn't like a normal thing for me. I've never had checks like that in any other business in my first 12 days, okay? That's never happened to me. So this was a big first for me, and I was so excited when I got my check, because now I have something that I can be like, wow, look at, this is my 90-day success story, right? This is my story. This is the story, my $1 million story. When I'm up on stage carrying around my $1 million check, this is the story right now. This is where it's starting. So we can always create more chapters to our story, but that very first chapter, let's make it count, guys. Let's go get them and help as many people as we can. Make sure we're helping each other out and really moving as a team. I don't want anybody getting left in the rubble. If you're sitting here with the mindset of, people aren't listening to me or whatever, seriously, we got to get your mind right. You got to switch that stinking thinking, because that's actually putting a block up. All right? It's putting a block up. Maybe you need to work on your approach. Maybe it's your mindset. Maybe people are sensing it and you're attracting people because of that mindset. So just be very careful what we say to ourselves and what we also put out in the group, okay, in the chat. Because when you put it out there, you're telling the universe that nobody is listening to you. And guess what you're going to get more of? Nobody listening to you. All right? So be very, very careful. Why don't you start doing affirmations like, everybody listens to me. I attract leaders. I attract success in everything I do. So instead of saying that immediately, right away, say something like that. I attract success with everything I do, and switch it. Switch it. Okay? I attract leaders. I attract, I enroll people because I'm awesome, and I'm a magnet. Whatever you want to say, I'm a success magnet. I used to run around the house. You can ask Jeff and say that. I'm a magnet. I'm a magnet. I would seriously do the dance, the money dance, anytime anybody would join too. And I still, to this day, I get all excited, right? So seriously, switch that stinking thinking. Don't let that be a block. Because if you run around like that for the rest of the week, this week, and you try to close out the month like that, I already know what's going to happen. You're going to be very disappointed. Okay? So don't let that creep up in your mind. Everybody listens to you. Everybody wants to hear about Melaleuca. Melaleuca is going to change everybody's life that I talk to. They start telling yourself these things, okay? So feed your mind good things, guys. Don't let that stuff, and especially please don't put it in the group, because guess what? it will attach itself to other people. And we have too many people in that group that already need, you know, they need to be working on their own mindsets, that we don't want that getting, you know, it's like a contagious virus. Okay, so please watch yourself when you're in the groups, please. All right, so I just wanted to say that. But also, guys, seriously, we've got a full calendar of webinars. I'm going to post them tonight. All right, make sure you check the files tab, download the calendars so you have those, or print them out, because I have mine printed right here. I have the calendar printed out right on my wall so I can look. And then I also have it on my phone. I always take a picture of the day. So I always take a screenshot. So when I post it right away, take a screenshot so it's saved in your phone, okay? And seriously, just call up your friends and be like, hey, you know, I found this amazing shopping club. It saves people money. You know, I'm doing the business end of it. May or may not be for you, but if you wanted to come in and maybe check it out, it's free to check it out. Would love for you to take a look. Would you be open? Or would you want to take a look? Can I send you some information? Whatever. And then schedule a webinar. The invitation process is very simple. One really good thing about us doing the webinars, guys, is that there is a sense of urgency. They're actually said you have an appointment with the person. So it's not like they just watch it whenever they feel like it, and you're just sitting there like, did you watch it yet? Did you watch it yet? All that stuff, okay? Because when you're doing that, it really makes it a lot harder. I'll tell you what, inviting to webinars makes our jobs a lot easier, actually. Jeff, did you want to say something?
I just wanted to follow up with one last thing, what you were talking about. It's dead on. It's not psychic mumbo jumbo when you're talking about how you talk. And, you know, I hear, you know, I'm just, as an example, someone says, I'm so stupid. I want you to know that it's really truth, that your subconscious cannot tell fiction from reality. And it's pretty scary. But it also, you can use it to your power. So when April's talking about, you know, saying I'm the greatest, everyone joins me and all this, it becomes the truth. So anyways, don't say anything that's negative. And if you ever find yourself doing that, say 3 positives to correct it immediately. The same thing with your team. Your subconscious, a good way to think of it, your subconscious cannot take a joke. It believes it to be real. So anyways, thoughts are things. So be very, very careful, because it goes from your thoughts to your words to your actions. Love you guys.
All right. Love you guys. This team rocks. Let's 3-way all week. Let us know we're here. We've already cleared out. My calendar's clear. Jeff's calendar's clear. We are like here for you guys. Let's make this happen for you. Let's change some lives. This week is going to be a phenomenal week. I already know it. We're going to rock this week, and there's going to be so many people on this team that are going to have a great success. We want you to come and be a part of that. Make up your mind, make the decision, and let's do it. Let's enroll 8 people. That's all you need to go director. 8 people, join for $1 and become a preferred customer, okay? You need 8 preferred customers, all right, that order 35 points. There's not even like a home conversion pack or anything like that. They just have to order 35 points. And guess what? This month, there's a bonus $500 when you do that. $500. And they get a free cleaning kit when they place their order. It's a win-win. And they can watch some videos and get $100 for watching some videos. That's awesome. Who doesn't love that deal? That's the most phenomenal deal I've heard all my life, right? So let's get them enrolled. Let's get them in, and we'll work with them, okay? All right, everybody. Have a great week. We're going to see you guys tomorrow. All right. Have a great night. Bye. Thank you, Jeff.